Okay, so I'm making this video because I've noticed that on YouTube there's a shortage of videos explaining the art of book cutting. This is an art which it's quite rare, really, among the forms of craft art. And this isn't a video showing you exactly how to do it. This is just a video to give you a few ideas on how to get started. So basically, what book cutting is it involves a book and a cutting instrument such as a scalpel. I use a scalpel with a variety of blades, and basically you just carve or cut the book into a shape where the book is then art. Just to give you some idea of what I'm talking about, as an example, there's this example here. This is a storybook called Lost in Africa, and as you can see, it's got these frilled pages. Basically, to do this, if I open it up and you can see inside, you can see you cut lines into the page radiating from the centre of the page to the outer edge, but you want to leave a bit at the outer edge so that you can fold the pages, but so that they don't break. Another example is this. It's hard to imagine that this was once a book. But basically what I did here was I went through the book and cut each page into a different triangular shape, and then cut a shape again out of each triangle. I then cut this shape out of the cover of the book and then attached these pieces of string to the bottom so that the sculpture would hold itself up, and then I went over the whole thing with black ink. So there's another example. Another example here is this book, which was an encyclopedia. And basically what I've done here is I opened the book, and from the first page onward I cut this shape out of the book and then carried on that shape through the rest of the book, so that the end effect is that the book kind of looks like a slate effect. I thought about colouring this book in, but I decided to keep it in that shape. And I'm currently working on this book. This is one of my much larger projects, as you can see from the size of the book. It's a pretty big book. It's got around 1,200 pages. And I'm doing the same design on this book as I did with the smaller one. I've only done around 120 pages so far, but yeah, so that's going quite well. It's going to take me quite a while to do, but yeah, it's just some ideas. If you want to see some better ideas of book cutting, I suggest you go to Google and type in book cutting on Google Images, and you'll find some absolutely amazing book cuttings done by professionals. And they really are amazing. Some of them, mine take quite a few hours to do, but theirs take weeks, sometimes even months of work. They really are amazing carvings. And just as a last point, anyone who is thinking right now from the ethical side of things, how ethical or how morally right is it to cut a book for the sake of just making a sculpture? Well, you do have to think, well, yeah, is it ethically correct to cut a book for the sake of making a sculpture? But then you can also think, well, is it ethical to cut down a tree just for the sake of making a book? So there you go, something to think about. So there you go, this video is just not really a tutorial as such, but just maybe if you're wondering of a new form of art to do, just to give you some ideas. So thanks for watching.